Now on Eyewitness News, the public housing crisis.
We're not asking for no handouts. We're asking to survive.
This is a problem that is 40 years in the making.
Decades of deteriorating conditions at Durham Housing Authority's oldest and biggest property coming to a head over the threat of a silent killer.
Carbon monoxide crisis.
The carbon monoxide crisis.
The carbon monoxide crisis.
Elevated levels of carbon monoxide detected in dozens of units, leading to hospitalizations and evacuations. People forced from their homes for weeks on end. People you might have more in common with than you think.
A college-educated working mom of 3 swallowed up by student loans and plagued by poor credit.
We're there because of circumstances.
McDougald Terrace, her only option to escape an abusive relationship.
Kids whose lives upended by something out of their control.
Go get your tablet. Okay, I want you to work on your math, okay?
School, a brief reprieve where they can catch up on sleep and their studies before returning to a cramped home away from home.
And we're working for you, following the tax dollars. Are they truly tackling these problems? And what lessons can you learn if you too are dealing with problems at a property you don't own?
Eyewitness News getting you answers and pushing for change as the I-Team investigates the public housing crisis. And good evening to you, and thank you for joining us for this I-Team special. I'm Joel Brown here at McDougald Terrace, the public housing complex that really thrust this crisis into the spotlight.
And I'm Amber Rapinta. The issues at hand really impacting so many people in our community, and that's why we want to hear from you this evening. Steve Daniels and Tisha Powell on Facebook Live right now. They are continuing the conversation as we look back at how we got to this point, and of course, what happens from here. Joel?
And that truly is, Amber, the million-dollar question for so many people living here in McDougald and really other DHA properties as well. One of those people is Tanya Kelly. Like many of you, she did everything right. She's got a college degree. She works hard to support her 3 children, but hard times forced her into a situation that she never thought she would be in. Morgan Norwood has her story tonight.
Public housing has this unfair stigma. It's all crime, that people don't work. We've heard it all, but behind every stereotype, there's a story.
Just stop dismissing us like we're misfit kids.
My story is I came from a domestic violence relationship. I worry all the time. If anybody can hit you when you got a baby in your arms, you're dead. I took the hits and got out of there. And I got out there, I ain't never looked back. And me and my kids were staying in hotels. And then McDougald came along, and I was like, okay, I can clear my credit. I thought that was like, this is a blessing.
That blessing soon became a burden.
Every day, you gotta open up the windows and the doors, because it always got that smell to it. I got water leaking from a cabinet that's been there since I've been there, the mold. Let's talk about the sewer system. How every week I got to plunge my tub and my toilet, and that black stuff comes up every week. And he's telling me that's normal.
I'd imagine you report these things.
Mm-hmm. It's just when you report them, they get them when they get to them. You don't know when maintenance comes in.
These days, Kelly and her family finding themselves back inside hotels.
It feels uncomfortable, but I understand that things are not just as cut and dry as we want them to be.
The same can be said for stereotypes.
Tearing down that stereotype that says people in public housing have a look, or that they don't work, or that, you know, they're not trying.
You really believe that somebody that's sane would actually say, I'm gonna pick McDougald Terrace to raise my family in? We're there because of circumstances.
Do you want to go back to McDougald?
Do I want to go back to? No. No, ma'am.
And then you're gonna be displaced.
I'm already displaced. McDougald was not my final destination. It wasn't then, and it ain't now.
Morgan Norwood reporting, and our thanks to Tanya Kelly as well for helping us really explain some of the curveballs that life has thrown her in this crisis, one of the worst yet. And for the hundreds of people displaced from McDougald Terrace, it will be another week, at least another week, I should say, until they're finally able to go back home, Amber.
And every day is a long one for them, Joel. Thanks. Those hotel stays extended through the 24th, as Joel said. DHA Chief Anthony Scott giving us that update just a couple of hours ago as he talked about where things stand with McDougald Terrace and other DHA properties. At McDougald Terrace, we know faulty stoves are the root of the carbon monoxide concerns. Crews still working to figure out the best way to repair or replace that equipment, but Scott says safety is the #1 priority. The crisis at McDougald Terrace also sparking inspections at other DHA properties. The inspection process complete now at Hoover Road. Of the 54 units inspected there, 21 stoves need to be replaced. And over at Oxford Manor, 23 stoves need to be replaced. Inspectors still have more than 100 units to check there. And before we look ahead tonight, we want to take a look back at where this public housing crisis started.
McDougald Terrace, a sprawling public housing complex wedged between South Alston Avenue and the Durham Freeway, built in 1954 with 360 units. It's the Durham Housing Authority's biggest and oldest property, but the upkeep not keeping up. Problems popping up over the years, everything from rats to mold to raw sewage, and as of December 22nd, elevated levels of carbon monoxide. That's the date a 1-year-old was hospitalized for CO poisoning. 3 days later, Durham EMS raised the red flag, and 2 days after that, a task force started inspections, ultimately finding high levels of carbon monoxide in nearly 2/3 of McDougald Terrace units.
It shouldn't have took for all of this for y'all to want to help us. I mean, we live in the projects, but we humans too.
Tensions reaching a tipping point January 2nd during a community meeting at Burton Elementary School. After getting an earful there, DHA started voluntary evacuations the next day.
And that, of course, brings us up to today, January the 15th. This timeline ever evolving, though, and we have been following it since day one. You can get an in-depth look right now at abc11.com/public housing. And Joel, we heard just a fraction of those frustrations in that one meeting from early in January. The bottom line that people want to know, though, what is being done to fix these problems?
Yeah, Amber, look, the fact of the matter is McDougald Terrace is not the only property facing these kinds of issues. Just a week ago, I went inside Cornwallis Road. That's another DHA property just about 2 miles away. In just one unit, we found bullet holes in windows, leaks, dislodged heating vents, even a kitchen light that had fallen on a 10-year-old girl's head. Also, there were weeds poking through a cinder block wall in the kitchen and mold that was quite literally painted over. Look, federal inspection reports show DHA public housing is some of the worst in the state. It's really some of the worst in the nation. And residents want to know, it's a simple question, who is to blame? So I sat down with one of the state's top trial attorneys who told us the buck stops at DHA.
I was struck by the magnitude of the problem itself.
Gary Jackson's client list is in the thousands, representing everyday people trying to sue the massively powerful over everything from toxic mold to retirement benefits that never came. Jackson's seen a lot. McDougald Terrace is that and more.
This was not an isolated incident, but rather the entire facility had mold problems, health, filth problems, and potentially carbon monoxide.
Like all of us, Jackson watched with shock as McDougald tenants took their horror stories of life at Durham's oldest public housing complex to city leaders, from raw sewage to rats, mold to now carbon monoxide.
That's what we deal with in McDougald on a regular basis, and that's no lie.
They didn't do anything to bring this situation on themselves. To me, that's the definition of a victim.
We're beginning to put together an action plan now on how we'll go about making these updates.
Jackson's legal advice to DHA leaders: don't just focus on the CO crisis of now. The agency needs a comprehensive investigation of all the issues.
What they are, what the scope is. Are you going to do a forensic evaluation? There's toxic mold here. What's causing it? And the difference is a cosmetic assessment of a building or getting an extensive, detailed understanding of where these problems are coming from.
And did DHA contractors have the proper permits to install appliances that are now emitting dangerous levels of CO? Who inspected their work and when? Did the appliances need replacement years ago? Did DHA know? Did DHA ignore it?
They're going to be responsible for corners that were cut that resulted in these conditions that have to be fixed.
For his part, Gary Jackson has no skin in the game. He hasn't been asked, nor plans to represent the tenants of McDougald in any future legal fight.
You don't want to file a lawsuit first.
It seems funny to hear a trial attorney tell me that a lawsuit should be the last alternative.
I would always like to see a dispute resolved before litigation if you can ensure that the victims get what they deserve.
So we should say we reached out to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to get a reaction, to get a statement from HUD Secretary Ben Carson about the crisis. Of course, HUD funds DHA. We were told that Ben Carson's schedule wouldn't allow it, but a senior official did send us a statement essentially repeating Carson's call for every public housing unit to have a CO detector installed. DHA insists that was already the case. And Amber, as we saw, look, CO detectors are no silver bullet to make these units safe and livable.
Yes, as we have been seeing thus far, Joel Brown, and we will continue to keep pressing the feds on this as well. And when we come back, the kids of McDougald Terrace.
How does a 9-year-old deal with that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't know.
How the public housing crisis has turned one boy's life upside down and what he is doing to cope. And tonight at 5:55, the troubleshooter takeaways for all renters, the problems you may encounter, and your rights to get them solved.
And we welcome you back to McDougald Terrace tonight, where perhaps one of the most striking stories out of the public housing crisis is how it's impacting the children of McDougald Terrace. This complex is less than a mile away from Burton Elementary School. 46 students there live at McDougald Terrace, and that includes third grader Tyrell Williams. Because of the carbon monoxide scare, he's been living at a hotel with his mom and brother since January 3rd. And at just 9 years old, Tyrell is acutely aware of the complexity of his situation, and that's something he shared with our Tim Pullia.
Stop screaming! Let me build it. Jesus.
It's dawn, and Terrell Williams is wide awake, playing with his toys before his school bus arrives.
Wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, put some grease on.
For 2 weeks, the 9-year-old has been living in this hotel room with his mother and 3 brothers. Their apartment in McDougald Terrace no longer safe because of concerns of carbon monoxide. So how are things going?
Good.
So what do you tell your friends at school about while you're in a hotel?
I tell them about what happened because sometimes they think that we just got kicked out or something.
Ready for today? Mm-hmm. Okay. Go get your tablet.
How your baby brothers doing?
Good.
They enjoying the hotel?
Yeah, but they keep running around. Look at SpongeBob.
Everybody's, hey, TJ, give it to him.
Okay, I'm ready.
He just fell off the fridge. He busted his chin open and got 4 stitches. The whole room was covered in blood.
I want to go outside.
And why do you want to go outside?
So I can play on the swings and play tag.
Do you feel safe at McDougald Terrace? No?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because it's a whole bunch of shooting.
Did you see him?
When I went over there, he was laying on the ground. And then a whole bunch of police came and put this black cover over him.
Do you still want to go back to McDougald Terrace?
Kinda.
Kinda.
If they don't fix the problem about the carbon dioxide, they might say that they fixed it, but they really didn't. And then we might go in there, and then the next day we won't wake up.
Tim Pulliam reporting, and that was Tyrell Williams with some of the heartbreaking stories from the children of McDougald Terrace and Burton Elementary, where Tyrell attends, really looking out for its students here, coordinating care packages and donations for these children that have been affected by the public housing crisis. We have got all the ways you can help posted right now on abc11.com/public housing. And our I-Team special continues after this. We're going to talk about how your taxpayer dollars play into the public housing crisis, the money spent so far to relocate McDougald Terrace residents, and what DHA says about its long-term financial plan.
And remember, we are live on Facebook right now. Steve and Tisha continuing the conversation. We want to hear from you as so many of you share your concerns with us. Tonight, the money question amid the public housing crisis. In just 2 weeks, the Durham Housing Authority spent close to $500,000 in taxpayer money to relocate McDougald Terrace residents. That comes out to roughly $34,642 every day. Elena Athens is live in the newsroom tonight. Elena, you have been tracking expenditures for an already cash-strapped agency.
Yeah, Amber, in an entire year at McDougald Terrace, Tenant Services budgeted for around $138,000. The cost of relocation so far, 3 times that amount, $485,000 and counting. The money is helping evacuees in a variety of ways. Security and transportation, those are some of the items, but not the big ticket ones.
With every day that passes, the Durham Housing Authority is getting deeper in the hole in the wake of the carbon monoxide crisis. There are hundreds of residents staying at hotels.
It can't go forever.
DHA isn't dipping into a rainy day fund to pay for relocation. An account like that doesn't even exist. Instead, the agency is pulling from its capital fund. That's supposed to be for long-term investments and community improvements for all of DHA's 17 properties across the city.
This is for all roughly 1,800 or so units that we have.
The fund is now down to $7 million after DHA blew through approximately $500,000 in 2 weeks, and surely the capital fund's balance will continue slipping south. I set out to follow our taxpayer dollars and see how exactly DHA is spending the large chunk of money.
Better. This is better.
Sheila Gilchrist inviting me inside her new home at the extended stay. Management wouldn't tell me how much these places are going for, only that there's a discount. A quick Google search shows a week here costs $436.90. A month, $1,700. Remember, Sheila is just one person who had to flee McDougald Terrace.
No, how long we gonna be here?
Not only that, folks are also getting stipends for food.
So this is your card. How much is on it? How much you get a week?
Please retain.
That's $315 every week just on that card. He showed me another.
This one right here got $250 on it. It's from another program.
Residents tell me they're living far better now than before, knowing it's temporary.
I can breathe a little better.
Others holding their breath for the final bill.
Of course, we're concerned.
HUD has deemed DHA as troubled. The Fed's looking at things like finances, management, and housing conditions. The agency has been given low scores several years in a row. In spite of this, DHA is one of the rare agencies in the country to actually see their funding increase. Scott says DHA is 100% funded by the federal government, and he's planning to go back to Uncle Sam and ask for an additional cash injection to recoup the costs of this crisis.
So we're seeking emergency funds to be able to cover our cost on this.
So I reached out to a DHA board member who knows a thing or two about budgeting large scale. Durham County's former chief financial officer sits on the board. He declined to speak with me, though, about DHA's finances or spending. Amber.
Elena, thanks. You can see it is costing big time, and as the Durham Housing Authority weighs its options for the future, it might not have to look any further than Raleigh for inspiration. The Raleigh Housing Authority making changes to 3 of its properties after a mother and her young son died of carbon monoxide poisoning in their apartment in 1992. Former Raleigh Mayor Charles Meeker admits it took time and money, but over a 15-year period, those 3 properties were taken down and replaced with modern housing. They are mixed income developments now designed with the goal of pulling people out of poverty.
Still ahead tonight, the I-Team troubleshooter looking at the big picture when it comes to renters' rights, the common complaints about landlords not taking action, what you have the power to do to get those problems solved.
I pay rent here, and I should get some action here, and I'm not getting anything.
It's a common complaint, renters expressing their frustrations over lack of action by their landlords. It is something we have heard from DHA residents, but we know these problems, they can pop up anywhere. Troubleshooter Diane Wilson is here now breaking down renters' rights no matter where you live. Diane?
That's right, Amber. Tenants have rights, and the biggest are that the landlord must keep the place fit and safe, provide a smoke alarm, and keep things like heating, plumbing, and appliances in working order. But I hear every day from renters who say that is not happening. One big complaint I get is mold and water issues. These are just some of the examples of what's lurking inside rentals. If the mold is caused by holes in the roof, leaky pipes, or a faulty appliance or HVAC unit, the landlord must repair it. Now, here let's talk about the troubleshooter takeaways when it comes to renters' rights. If you have issues, report them in writing and get your landlord to sign off on your complaint. Now, make sure you really have to document everything. Document the problems, take pictures and video that show exactly what you're dealing with and why it needs to be fixed. Now, if your landlord will still not fix it, file a complaint with the city or town and have the rental inspected. If the landlord is not providing what's required by law, they can be cited and be fined. Now, if your landlord still doesn't take any action after all of that, consider legal action such as small claims court or an attorney. But it's also important to remember in North Carolina, tenants do not have the right to withhold rent unless you have a court order to do so. So make sure you pay that rent. Back to you.
All right, good to know the renters' rights there. Diane Wilson, thank you for that. And thank you for joining us for this I-Team special.
And Amber, even after giving this the whole half hour, there is still so much we just couldn't fit in, so we put it into our digital stories. You can find more coverage right now on abc11.com/public housing.